celebration with so much emotion, a stirring moment that only sparked his teammates. 19-year-old Jaden Stevenson tore the Eagles' defence apart. Big headaches brewing for Adam Simpson, but fortunately Rioli and Kennedy stopped the right before the first break. Liam Ryan set the tone in the second. It didn't rattle Braden Maynard, although a dislocated shoulder left him a little worse for wear, but his teammates were running hot.
Now to Coey! To Coey!
West Coast's response was swift, and it needed to be. But with two late goals, they dragged the margin back to 12 points at the main break.
The Eagles are coming back into the game. Shuey!
And that momentum continued in the third. Taylor Adams stemmed the tide to ensure this contest would go down to the wire, while Elliot Yeo gave the Eagles their first taste of the lead. Mason Cox was having an impact.
Cox getting back!
Mason Cox was having an impact.
Cox getting back!
With it, an 11-point lead. Josh Kennedy made sure this contest was far from done.
He's kicked a three. He's got three.
This one hell of a nail-biting finish. The same hands of Jeremy McGovern and Liam Ryan set up Dom Sheed with less than 2 minutes remaining.
He's got the most impossible goal.
And it proved to be enough.
Because the Eagle has landed. What an unbelievable game. You know, we had so many games the whole year. We proved them all wrong. Now we get another in our neck.
Luke Shuey will return home with 2 as the Norm Smith medalist.
All week, the Roosters have harboured Cooper Cronk like a wanted fugitive, running decoys and sneaking him in and out of back doors. But there was no hiding today as he stood by and watched his teammates hold their captain's run, barely moving his injured shoulder.
Cooper Cronk looked more like a member of the coaching staff at Allianz Stadium today. The Roosters halfback playing no part in his side's final training run before tomorrow's grand final. The most he managed was picking up a few stray balls, but his left arm didn't leave his side.
How's it feeling, Cooper? You'll be right to go? Do you think you'll play?
Man, I don't know. He's pretty tough, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see. There's another 24 hours, so he's got plenty of time.
Oh, I'm not too sure. He's, yeah, I can't really say anything myself.
The huge doubt surrounding Cronk means Melbourne are favourites to claim a second straight premiership.
We do have mates in both teams, but I think Melbourne will be too strong.
Back to back.
Yeah. There's a lot at stake for that club, obviously with Billy leaving as well. So I think they'll be too good.
Yeah, they're a big game team, the Storm, and definitely a big boost at the start of the week with Billy starting getting off the charts.
The Storm had their full squad on deck for a captain's run at ANZ Stadium. The defending premiers are quietly confident of claiming back-to-back titles.
Our meetings have been very thorough, very to the point, and our execution, our training has been second to none since I've been here. So that doesn't guarantee you the result tomorrow, but it certainly goes a long way to help.
Jake Duke, NBN News.
The Storm are warning Cronk not to play or risk further damage to his already badly injured shoulder. If he does somehow get out there, he'll be wearing the number 23 on his back, and the Storm see it as a target.
All week long, Cooper Cronk's had everyone guessing. Will he or won't he?
Do you think Cooper's going to play? I reckon he will play. He's, I'm going to be doing everything he can right now. He'll probably be in some kind of recovery chamber, doing everything he can to get his shoulder right. But if it's not good, I'm guessing he'll probably just strap it to his torso and loop in.
Melbourne know better than anyone Cronk's ability to overcome.
He's tough as nails and probably wouldn't miss this game for the world.
But he may miss it to preserve his career. Storm players have made it no secret that if Cooper plays, they'll be going at him all night long.
If he's carrying a shoulder injury, I know I'll be trying to get at him instead of running at Napa or Hargraves.
And Scott knows how to target a bloke. Earlier this year, Manly's Dylan Walker found out the hard way.
Look, something that I'm not proud of. I don't like, I don't want to get a reputation being a thug or fighting people, but it's it's a physical game we play.
At just 20 years old, Scott's gunning for back-to-back NRL titles, something he'll make sure he never forgets.
Yeah, probably I'll get another one under there, maybe. See what happens, though.
Rob Canning, NBN News.
It's hard to believe it, but statistically, Jake Friend has had a better season than Cameron Smith with more try assists and tackles. But it hasn't been an easy year for the hooker, who's already an early season setbacks, as a motivation tomorrow night.
He's about to lead his side out for the 2018 Grand Final. It's hard to believe 5 months ago, fans were calling for Jake Friend to be benched.
Oh, that's a terrible thing. Not playing well is never fun, and that period was tough, but I was never worried about my position or anything.
While supporters turned on him, the faith of coach Trent Robinson never wavered.
Robbo's pretty good in those sort of times. He's pretty straightforward in what your job is and what you need to do.
Friend is adamant the G's didn't rattle his confidence. If anything, it's made him more resilient.
Personally, copped a bit, and it's all good. Now it's sweet. At the time, I was, it is what it is. Obviously, I wasn't playing as well as I would have hoped.
Tomorrow's decider will be Blake Ferguson's last match for the Roosters. He's heading to the Eels next season, and he's fearing a heart-wrenching goodbye.
Emotional for myself. My kids have only ever known the Roosters, so it's going to be hard this time when I'm playing for another team. They're not really going to understand until I'm wearing a different jersey.
Danica Mason, NBN News.
The Wallabies have been dealt a blow on the eve of their showdown with the Springboks. Tatafu Politano has been ruled out with a hamstring injury.
He's had a bit of uncomfortable foot feeling in his hamstring yesterday, so the way we roll is giving him every opportunity till this morning, where it wouldn't have been too long ago where we ruled him out.
The Aussies are hoping to break a 7-year drought in South Africa tomorrow morning. In just a moment, Ben Simmons stuns for the 76ers against fellow Aussies.
Australia, you'll save in every aisle, every day at Coles. Save on footy final favourites.
Coca-Cola soft drink 375ml cans 24-pack, just $14.10. Save $17. That's better than half price. New to Down. Peter's original ice cream 4-litre tub, just $7.50. And Smith's crinkle potato chips or Doritos corn chips 170 grams, just $1.65 each. That's half price.
I saved $12.54.
Good things are happening to prices at Coles.
This great southern land. The Great Australian Bite! Yeah, it's great. How about that dividing range? Also great. Aspiring to greatness is what we do. It's a bit like how Ray White went from a small tin shed in 1902 to being Australasia's largest real estate group. I'm not sure what word you'd use to describe that.
Great?
Yeah, we're Ray White. Welcome to the Great Australian Dream.
Back yourself in the NRL Grand Final with Ladbrokes. Get $6 for either James Tedesco or Cameron Smith to win the Clive Churchill Medal. Ladbrokes, back yourself.
Imagine the purest dairy farms of Victoria, hand-selected for their sustainability, where the land and the herds are nurtured to produce a wholesome, rich cream. Imagine that cream crafted into an indulgent ice cream. New Blue Ribbon crafted ice cream, reimagined for good.
Paul's Warehouse USA Outlet Grand Opening Sale. 50 to 90% off all big brand clothing. And for 12 days only, Paul is taking an extra 20% off everything. Even an extra 20% off his buy one, get one free footwear. Sale on now.
Kids growing up too fast? At Best and Less, we'll grow with them. Get our latest must-have tops with new all-over prints for just $5 each. And classic chambray shorts, just $10. All sizes baby to teen and all guaranteed to last. That's why we're called Best and Less.
Introducing Newcastle's newest Mitsubishi and Suzuki dealership. Kelly Mitsubishi and Kelly Suzuki. Now open at Pacific Highway Gateshead. Kelly's got your car.
Europe's bid to regain the Ryder Cup gathered pace following a clean sweep of the foursomes matches. Europe took a 5-3 lead by sweeping its first session since 1989. The Americans are looking to end a 25-year drought away from home. A strong southerly at Royal Randwick has helped the records tumble. Santa Ana Lane taking out the Premier Stakes in a track record in a photo finish from Scholes and Chris Lee trained in her time.
Santa Ana Lane the inside, Scholes the outside. Santa Ana Lane goes home best.
Meanwhile, former world champion racehorse Chautauqua is retired after failing to jump in his last chance barrier trial last night. The first of 7 NBL versus NBA matches tipped off with former Newcastle player Ben Simmons putting on a real show as Philadelphia met Melbourne United. Rookie 76ers forward Jonah Bolden from Sydney also got amongst the action as Philly ran out 104 to 84 winners.